Everybody, y'all give me a minute to get started here. Let me test my mic. My mic might be. Test my mics. Give me a second to all. Testing, testing, testing. All right, good. Mic's working okay. All right, let's go ahead and start this recording and let's get started. All right, good evening, everybody. I'm going to start my recording first of all. Let me do that before I get started here. Record, there we go. All right, good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today? This is Calvin Butler with the RBDS Logistics Learning Centers and the National Dispatchers Network. And tonight is how to run a truck. Owner-op training for owner-operators, new owner-operators, and owner-operators wanting to know how to have more home time and make more money at the same time. Because what we do on this program, with this training program, this training platform, is we show owner-operators how to identify, how to locate, identify, and create your own dedicated lanes with fairly short runs that pays you anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 per day that run 5 days a week. So you can be pretty much home every night, off every weekend, and still make somewhere in the neighborhood of 300, 400, 500K a year. Okay, there's an art to that because most owner operators don't know how to do that. You know, truck driving school taught you all how to drive a truck, but until now, no one was teaching you all how to actually run a truck and make money in running your own truck. And that's what we're here to do with the How to Run a Truck training platform. Now, let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so I can show you all our platform. Y'all give me just a moment. All right, this is our back office site for How to Run a Truck training platform. It is located at our main website at therbdsllc.com on our vocational school site. Now, if you have not enrolled into our How to Run a Truck platform, you're not going to be able to access these back office tools and resources. The enrollment page for accessing this, I'm going to give you all the enrollment page. So give me just a second. I'm going to give y'all the enrollment page where y'all can go to enroll in the How to Run a Truck platform. You can go to this link right here, and it will take you over to our main enrollment site, our Square store, and scroll down, and there it is right there, How to Run a Truck. Okay, I'm going to give y'all a link to that. To my YouTube people, I'm going to give y'all a link to this, so in case you decide you want to go enroll, here is the enrollment link that you all can go to access, to get started, you know, the enrollment, and that way you can access the back office tools, resources, training, and support. Tonight, I'm going to be showing you all how to use your back office site in the How to Run a Truck training platform. So tonight, we're going to be going over showing you all how to use your back office site. Now, if you want to enroll, there are 3 different types of enrollments you can do. The 3 different ways that you can enroll to get access to your back office tools, resources, training, support, and the live training. Okay, there are 3 different options. Click here where it says select one. You can do a monthly subscription, which is going to be just $79.99 per month plus tax. Very simple. Or you can do a yearly subscription, which is going to be $799.99 plus tax. It saves you about about $160. Why? Because you're only paying really for 10 months, but you get a whole year's worth of of access. So you pay it by the year. So you're saving $160 by doing it that way. Or if you really want to save, you can go for a lifetime membership, and it's $1,499 and plus tax. And of course, you see the savings there. You have a lifetime membership, and you never have to pay anything ever again to access all your back office tools, resources, training, and support. Now, exactly what does this training do? Description: online training for new owner operators and those wanting more home time while making more money. Truck driving schools taught you how to drive a truck. Now let us teach you how to run a truck. This new mentoring subscription training is focused on teaching the much needed skills of mastering the business of maximizing owner-op revenue. Finally, a training platform that teaches owner-operators how to earn $300K, $400K, and even $500K plus yearly while maximizing home time. Our How to Run a Truck subscription training platform features and provides access to multiple quality load boards and weekly training on how to effectively use them to consistently find high dollar freight and lanes. Also includes tools and resources I have been using for years to identify, evaluate, and create dedicated lanes. All right, so that's what you get when you join this platform. We don't just ask you to join the platform and listen to me talk. No, we actually give you something that's very valuable to you. The owner operators that join this platform, they don't have to pay for load boards because we give them access to, I think, about 5 quality load boards that they don't have to pay for. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you all how to use these load boards and how to access all your back office tools, resources, training, and support. All right. Okay. So here's the website that you go to, but you're not going to be able to access it until you complete your enrollment. Okay. So, but when you do complete your enrollment, you're going to receive your new members welcome packet, which is going to give you a link to your back office site. And you have a link to this video that shows you how everything works in your back office. Welcome to the back office site of the owner operators. Welcome to your back office site. This is your back office site for How to Run a Truck training platform. Now, here's what you get. The first thing you're going to see when you get to your back office site, you're going to see a series of videos. These are about, I think about 9 or 12 videos, and we're adding to them every day. These are how to identify and create your own high-paying dedicated lanes. These are videos of me actually going onto load boards and looking for and creating dedicated lanes for my carriers that I have on the contract as a dispatcher, okay? Or I'm going on here doing the load board report, which is a broadcast that I do every morning from 6 a.m. to about 7 a.m. live on YouTube, where I actually go on and I look for dedicated lanes and I give away free freight for that hour. Literally, I give away freight to owner operators that call me up during the load board report and they tell me where they are, what type of trailer they have, and I look for them some freight. And a lot of times I find dedicated lanes and I literally, during the broadcast, set up those dedicated lanes for them and give them the number to call before they set those dedicated lanes up. And then they are set where they're running the same loads every day of the week, 5 days a week, off every weekend, home every night. And averages somewhere between $1,500 and $2,500 per day. Because I'm setting them up on 3 short run loads, sometimes 2, 3, and sometimes 4 short run loads that they can complete in the span of 1 driving shift. And they made a lot of money. And those loads are what's called reoccurring loads. They're called dedicated loads, where they take place every single day. But all you got to do is run them, and then you contact those brokers, and we show you, tell you what to say to the brokers to go ahead and get set up and set up your create your own dedicated contracts. Okay, and we go over other stuff too, but we're gonna show you all. But this is the series on that, when you get all these videos that tells you how to do exactly that. You have about 9 of them. I think you have about 9 of them here. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 of them here. So we got 8 of them here now, but we're adding new ones every single week. Okay. So eventually you're gonna have quite a few videos on here that you can go back and refer to and look at that shows you exactly how to operate on load boards and how to find those dedicated lanes, how to identify them, and how to create your own dedicated lanes. Okay. You also going to get a number of high dollar freight load boards. Now, these load boards right here, you all don't have to pay for. Why? Because I have a contract with the load boards where I pay for group access. I pay more than what the average person pays for them, but they allow me to have more than 100 people logged on at one time. So therefore, as owner operators, you all can get access to these load boards without having to actually pay for them yourself. This load board is called Trucking Planner. Okay. Now, when you click on the initial first page of the load board of this Rolodex, these are set up in Rolodex style. So if you click to the right, it's going to roll them to the left, as you all can see here. If you click to the left, it's going to roll them to the right. This is how you use your load boards within the back office. All right. So you can click on them and it'll roll them around. Now, when you click on these load boards, you'll notice here when you click on it, it's going to take you to a holding space. And then I chose this because this does not need a login. I'm not going to show you when it has a login because I don't want to give away the login. But when you click on this, it's going to take you to a holding space. And what you're going to do, if it requires a login, the login information is going to appear here. Okay. So make sure that when you click on this, you don't just go directly to go to the link without reading to see if there's a login. Because if there's a login, it's going to have the username and the password right here for you to use to log into that load board so you don't have to pay for it. And you get the premium access as if you were paying for the load board yourself, but you're not because I'm paying for it. The RBDS is just another is paying for that group access. Okay. So that's where your logins are going to be on these load boards when you click on them to get to the load boards. And they're going to have to say go to link down here. So make sure that you write down the login information, or you make sure you remember the login information, and then you go ahead and click the log, go to the link, then it'll then take you right over to the load board, as you can see. Now, this is just one of the load boards that we have here. This one is actually a free load board, but I'm going to show y'all some of the paid load boards too, as well. So, but on this one, you will basically come in and you're going to put in what equipment you're looking for. Please select your equipment. Where's my equipment thing right here? You're going to select your equipment on this one. Give me a second. Where's my equipment button? On this one, I'm trying to make sure I find my equipment button on this one. So you all, show you all how to do this. All right, let's go to the state. Let's say Alabama. And there it is, the equipment right there. Once you click on the state, then the equipment pops up. You can click flatbed, reefer, or van. We're gonna click van. Then it pulls up the loads, and it has the rates are all right here. So as you see here, this is a load board that has decent rates, you know, and some decent loads in the state of Alabama that has some decent rates to it. You know, here's a load that's going, the rate is 475. And you click routing, and it will pull up and it will tell you and show you where the load is going. It gives you the route, gives you the miles, you know, the whole 9 yards. So it gives you the miles, tells you about how long it's going to take you to get there. This is 166 miles, so $475 is working out to about $2.25, $2.40 per mile is what that one is working out to be. Okay, so you got some pretty good loads on here. We're going to pay $2,000 to click the routing on it, and you put up, and it's going to basically show you the miles on it. This one is basically 694 miles if you take this route right here. If you go via this route, it's gonna be about 726 miles, so 695 miles. It is paying roughly $2,000. So that's paying roughly about what is that? 600, let me do the math on that. 694 miles, $2,000. $2,000 divided by 694. So this one is paying $2.88 per mile. That's not bad for a driver. That's actually pretty good for a driver. Okay. So And this is just one of our free load boards. Now I'm gonna show y'all some other load boards that actually have you know, a lot better paying freight and everything like that. So we have, so the load boards is gonna get access. You're gonna get access to trucker pad. This is a password to take the load, okay? Because this load board costs money to actually get access to. But if you all join our platform, you want to pay the money to access truckers pad. You also get access to the Warner load that we're gonna give you access to. Everybody knows Warner has some decent freight. They have a good power. They have a lot. If you are power only, Warner is a great source for power only. You're also going to get access to our Trucking Planet. We have a lifetime membership to Trucking Planet. Trucking Planet gives you great loads, and it also gives you direct access to shippers. Okay, so you don't really need to deal with a broker if you're dealing directly with the shipper. And Trucking Planet has a lot of great direct shipper loads that I'm going to go in and show you all those too. And of course, my main go-to load board is going to be direct freight. This is another paid load board that has great search options. I find just about all of my dedicated freight, I found it on direct freight. I'm going to take y'all to that load board and show you what I mean. And we have a step deck load board that features, you know, flatbed loads, hot shot loads, step deck loads. So those are the load boards that you all are going to get access to that you don't have to pay for. Okay. And by having this access, by not having to pay for these load boards, we're going to save you about $300 to $400 per month in load board access. On top of the load board, we're going to give you access to all of your tools and resources. Here you have separate tools and resources here. I'm going to show y'all here. You have a rate lane calculator. Okay, this is a lane rate calculator, and this is password protected because I have to actually pay for this through a CNTMS. But you all get access to it because I'm paying for it, and you all get access to it. And I'm going to show y'all how that lane rate calculator works. Okay, I will show y'all how it works here in just a moment. You're also going to get access to a truck profit calculator. Go here, you click on it, and take you over to show you how to maximize your profits, and show you how to determine which loads and what your profitability rate is. At what point your truck becomes profitable, at what rate is your truck profitable. So you put in all your stuff like your fuel, your lumper fees, your broker fee, your permit fees, and all that type of stuff, put all that in, and then it will tell you what rate you need to be at in order to make your truck profitable. Okay, that's one of the other load boards that we give you access to. You're also going to get access to every broker firm in the United States. Click on that, click on this, and this will take you over to where you can pull up every registered broker in the United States. And you can see here, you got a lot of brokers here. Okay, you're looking at a page here that has all the brokers on it. And all you do is you just go in, you click one of these brokers, or you go to the next page and get to the next broker. Click here, takes you over to the next, group of brokers, and so on and so on. And the next group of brokers. And so, I mean, you literally have thousands of brokers that you can access. Click on it, pull up here, shows you who the brokers are. This one is Davis Logistics, LLC, gives you their address, their phone number, their fax number, tells you a little bit about their company, about their brokerage firm. You go down here, and also they have a calculator here that tells you, and these are not exact, but it gives you the pay range of what they pay carriers to move freight from the pickup location, from what state, and where it's going. So if you're picking up loads that are going to be going to rates from Portland, Oregon, right? All right, because that's where their main source of loads are from, Portland, Oregon. But if you click on here and you pick up the loads that's going to Indiana, it basically shows you right here they're paying $100 a pallet, a partial dry van, $980, or if you're looking for a full load, 48 to 50-foot dry van truck load, $2,250. Now, not very many brokerage firms that you are looking for on other load boards are going to show you this type of stuff. But the ones that we have access does. If you put in just about whatever state you want to, let's say you want to go to California, right? It's going to tell you what they pay going to California from that location. $85 a box, $80 a pallet, partial dry van, $360, $390 for a flatbed. Okay, let's say you want to go to, let's let's say you want to look for a different product, okay? Shipping agents, third-party logistics firm, broker loads. Click on broker loads, and it'll pull up this right here, and you can submit this, and they will send you all their loads. Wow. Okay. So as you can see here, this is a very good tool that we have here for you all if you're looking for just different stuff when it comes to brokers. Okay. You can look for broker loads, broker freight, broker transportation companies, you know, whatever the case may be. It's going to pull up all this stuff. And you can contact them, and then they'll send you those lists if you want them. All right. Also, we have an area here where you can locate 19 million plus shippers, direct shippers. Here again, you click on this, click it right over, takes you over here. You just put in what you're looking for. Just put in what you're looking for. If you're looking for, let's say, lumber, you want to locate lumber loads, loads that have to do with lumber. It's going to pull up all these shippers that ship lumber. I mean, this is a lot of shippers. You've got one, under one classification of just lumber, there's 4,909 shippers. On this classification of lumber, building materials, and dealers, there's 108 shippers. On this classification of lumber, building materials, dealers, and retail bathroom fixtures, 167 shippers, and so on and so on and so on and so on and so on. If you click on one of these, it's going to pull them up. It's going to pull up those shippers. Then you're just going to pick which one you want to choose. Just pick one. If you like a certain area, find your area, pick a shipper, click on it. Kitchen World Distributing Incorporated. It gives you their contact information, their address, their phone number, their website address. Come down here. Again, you have the ability to come down here and you just click what state you want to deliver to, and it gives you an estimate of what they pay to move their freight from their location to any state in the United States. You put down, you click Texas, it pulls up and tells you that's what they pay to ship stuff to Texas. You put Nevada, it tells you they pay $120 a pallet. Partial dry van, $880. A full partial flatbed, a partial flatbed, $1,050. If you down here, you want to go to Maryland, it gives you those numbers. If you want to go to Pennsylvania, it gives you those numbers. If you want to go to wherever you want to go, you want to go to Montana, it gives you those numbers. If you want to go to West Virginia or Wisconsin, it gives you those numbers. So no matter where you're going, it's going to give you those numbers. You want to go to Florida, it gives you those numbers, and so on and so forth. So it's, well, you're not going to go to Alaska, but if you wanted to, it'll give you those numbers. Hey, all right. So there you have access to that also too. Now, I promise to show you all some load boards and stuff. Okay, some of the load boards that we have access to. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna go through the site because I don't want to show the passwords and username. I don't want to give that away on YouTube. Okay, but I'm gonna go to here and I'm gonna go directly to one of our go-to load boards, which is direct freight. Okay, because I'm already logged in. Make sure I'm logged in here. This is one of our direct load boards, which is direct freight. And you come here and you're going to click where it says load map. This is how I suggest you all use this. You're going to click and view the load map. Now you notice here when you view the load map, you can look at all the freight that's available for each state, or you can pull up the freight that's available by classification. You just want to look for how many flatbed loads they have, how many dry van loads they have, how many reefer loads they have, or how many cargo van loads they have. Let's say you're a reefer and you want to look at this and see how many reefer loads are out there by state. Click on that, it refreshes, and it tells you Texas has 345 reefer loads, Florida 83 reefer loads, Alabama right now has 61 reefer loads, Georgia has 169 reefer loads. If you want to look at dry van freight and click that and click off the reefer, it's going to pull it up. There's in Texas 930 dry van loads, in Oklahoma 76 dry van loads, Arkansas has 126 dry van loads. In Alabama, 209. In Indiana, 338. In Illinois, 536 dry van loads. In PA, 568 dry van loads. In California, 511 dry van loads, and so on and so forth. If you want to just look for all freight and see what it's showing, in Texas altogether, Texas has 2,273 loads that are available right now for pickup in Texas. Florida has 1,004 loads that's available. Pick up Alabama 1,793 loads, Georgia 1,675 loads, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Let's say you want to click on one of these. We're going to go to Florida real quick just to show you all some stuff. You click on Florida, it pulls up and it breaks it down by the locations that have the most loads that are available right now in Florida. It tells you that in Florida, you have a total load availability of this number right here. If you're in the Orlando area, click on this and you're going to view all 344 loads that are coming out of Orlando. In Tampa, you're going to view all 124 loads that are coming out of Tampa. Jacksonville, all 110 loads that are coming out of Jacksonville. Tallahassee, my hometown, where I am right now, you're going to view all 52 loads that are coming out of Tallahassee, and you click here to view all 40 loads that are coming out of the Miami area. But we're going to go ahead and click the total loads here and take a look at the load board and see what's going on. All right, this is the load board. Now, this is how I suggest you all use this load board. When you come to the load board, the way it's configured right now, you're not seeing rates. What you want to do is you want to come over here. Don't click pay rate, because pay rate is very deceptive, okay? Most people will click pay rate, and then they'll look at the highest paying pay rate, and they think they got some good money. But that's not always the case. Yeah, this load right here is paying $12,000. Believe it or not, this is coming out of Florida, y'all. Coming out of Florida, leaving Lakeland, Florida, and this is a dedicated run. Here again, I love these dedicated. Now, this is a long dedicated run. This load leaves this load leaves on the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd. That's how we know it's dedicated. It leaves every day of the week. Now, if you're just a one truck operation, you're not going to be able to run all the dedicated. But if you are a 5 truck operation, right? If you are a 5 truck operation or a 6 or 7 truck operation, you can go ahead and contract with this company, with this brokerage firm, and run all these loads every single day. Each one is paying 12 grand. Yes, it's 2,541 miles. It's going to take all week to run that, obviously, but it's $12,000. Okay. Now, of course, with fuel being the way it is, I would not, me personally, I wouldn't advise it. But if that's what you want to do, it's still a great paying load, and it's dedicated. Okay, so you can contract with that. If you've got a small trucking company, but you got at least 5 trucks, that would be a great dedicated for your company. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loads, 12 grand each load. How much is that for your trucking company? You got 12 grand times 5 loads. That's $60,000 a week for your trucking company. If you're paying your drivers 30-something cents per mile, 40-something cents per mile, 50 cents per mile, whatever you're paying your drivers, you can do the calculations on that. And whatever it costs in fuel, or whatever that may be. But it's $60,000 per week for a small trucking company. That's pretty good. Okay? Now, minus your fuel and everything like that, you're really going to be looking at, on this, you're going to spend quite a bit of fuel on that. Fuel right now, you're still up around $4.50 per gallon, and the truck's going to get 5.56 miles to the gallon. So you got basically 2,541 miles divided by 5.56. That's going to give you 457 gallons, which you're going to need. Multiply that times what fuel is right now. It's about $4.50. It came down a little. It was up around $5, but now it's come down a little bit. That's going to be about $2,056 that you're going to spend on fuel to run those loads for that week. So out of that $12,000, you're going to take out $2,056. Okay. I know a lot of y'all didn't know I knew how to calculate this stuff. I used to run a truck, y'all. All right, so you got $12,000. These loads are paying 12 grand, and this is before you even negotiate price. These loads are paying 12 grand minus about $2,056. Okay, so then you're still walking away with about $9,044 after fuel. Okay, So after your fuel costs $9,044, I don't know what you're paying your drivers and anything like that, but we're just going to base it on this rate, $9,944. You know, you got 5 of those loads times 5. So you're still looking at about $50,000, $49,720 per week that you're looking at on your load fees. Okay, that times 52 weeks out of the year. This is a good, nice contract for a small trucking company, $2,585,440 a year contract that we just found on a load board on a Sunday evening. That we just found on a load board on a Sunday evening for a small trucking company. If your trucking company has at least 5 trucks, I would say, I wouldn't grab this. I wouldn't contract with this load unless I had at least 8 trucks, 8 to 10 trucks, because you wanted to have for backup. Because it's going to take those trucks a whole week to run out, and then it's going to take them a week to run back. So you're going to be, you know, crossing each other. Ones that are going out, the ones that the next day is leaving out, the next day leaving out, next day, then by the time you get that 5th one going out, the other one is on its way back. That first one is on its way back. So if you've got at least 8 trucks to 10 trucks, you can send a truck out every single day. 5 days a week. $2 million, $2.5 million contract. This is how you run a truck. This is how you run trucks, okay? For those of you who were skeptical and thought maybe I didn't know what I was doing, look, you take this course, I'm going to teach you how to run a truck. I'm going to teach you how to make money. I'm going to teach you how to make money and have good home time. I'm going to teach you as a trucking company how to locate $1 million contracts on load boards and turn those loads into dedicated lanes and thus turn into millions per year. Here's a $2.5 million contract that we just located on a load board on a Sunday night, leaving out of Florida. That's right, leaving out of Florida. The state that everybody says you can't make no money. Gotta love it, y'all. Gotta love it. Now, for those of you who don't have those big trucks and things, you don't want to click on the pay rate. What you want to do is you want to go and click on estimated rate per mile. This is how I like to do it. Estimated rate per mile, because if you got just one truck operation, you're looking for some good paying freight and some dedicated runs, you want to go this route. Click on where it says just instant estimated pay rate, you're going to get the rate per mile. Usually, the highest rate per mile loads have the shortest runs. And that's what you want to look for if you are a single truck or a 2 truck or a 3 truck operation. Why? Because you can look for these dedicated loads like this right here. It's Cape Canaveral to Palm Beach, Florida. Y'all feel me on that? Cape Canaveral to Palm Beach, Florida. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And they're not leaving on the same day. They're running every day of the week because they're leaving on the what? As you can see here, on the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, the 21st, the 22nd. They're running 5 days a week, y'all. This is how you locate dedicated lanes on load. They're running 5 days a week. They're paying $9.46 per mile. They are flatbed. Come on, man. 300. The pay rate is $350, so they're only going 37 miles. So not only do they run every day of the week, they're short runs, and you can run these loads and then be able to run 2 more loads in that day in your drivership. It's a 37-mile run, and it's a flatbed, easy peasy. So you run one of these loads, right? Gives you the information right here. Then you do a reverse search. It's only 37 miles here. You can flatbed back and go grab another load if you want to. But you do a reverse search, right? And instead of doing like this, what I'm going to do is go ahead and do flatbed. Do a reverse search. And see what they got going back that way. Okay, nothing going back that way. Let's take that out right there. We're not trying to go back that way anyway. Why? Because you just want to see what else you have that's leaving because you went to Palm Beach. So now you're going to do a reverse search and see what's leaving out of Palm Beach and going somewhere and see what we can find on there. Guess what? Whoa, we found some dedicated runs. Here's one that's going 177 miles. You can afford to run that. Okay, it's 177 miles because you only ran 37 miles on your first run. And you're going to pick up 8 miles outside of where you dropped off at to Melbourne. You're going to go 8 miles deadhead. You're going to pick up 177 miles going from Melbourne to Fort Myers, Florida. Right? Melbourne to Fort Myers, Florida. And that's going to give you $750 before you even negotiate anything, paying $4.24 a mile. That's before you even negotiate anything. Now you ran less than 200 miles because you got a 177-mile run, then you got a 34-mile run. You still got time enough to run another load. And that's a dedicated. You got time to run another load. So now, what do you want to do here? You want to try and get back to where? Palm Beach. So what you want to do is you want to go look at this right here, this Melbourne to Fort Myers. And now you're going to see if they got anything, do a reverse search. Now you want to see if they got anything that's leaving from that hold on, did I do that right? Let me see it. I am leaving from Melbourne and I'm going to Fort Myers. All right, yeah. And I want to go back to where? I want to go back to Palm Bay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this load right here and I'm going to take Melbourne out and I'm going to put in Palm Bay. Palm Bay, Florida. And I'm going to do another what? Dry van. No, I'm sorry, flatbed. My bad. Do another flatbed. And I'm going to do a search. All right. There's nothing that's leaving that's within 25 miles. I'm going to put something that says that's within 50 miles of Palm Bay. Let's search there. Still nothing. Let's do 50 and 50. That's what we got there. Still nothing. Let's take this out. Let's do 25 there and do that. Still nothing. Let's do this and let's go to 100 here and do that. Still nothing. Let's do 100 and then let's do 50. That's what we got. Still don't have anything on flat bed. Let's do 125. Let's try 150, 225. All right, there we go. So in order to get a load that brings you anywhere close back to Palm Bay, you got to go at least almost 200 miles out. You got to go 200 miles out, deadhead, to pick up a load that's going that Cape Canaveral to Palm Bay. It's the same load that we just looked at, that Cape Canaveral to Palm Bay. Okay, so that probably would be a good one, but this is a Sunday afternoon. I'm pretty sure if you're looking for this on a Monday through a Friday, you'll find some stuff that's a lot closer that will allow you to be able to make that trip, make you to run those 3-run trips. Because look at it, because as far as right now, you got $750 made, and you got over here, what's this one paying? $350. And you haven't done any negotiation. And you can run those 2 loads easily. You just need to find a 3rd load going back, getting you back close to that Palm Bay. If you find a 3rd load going back to Palm Bay to pay you $400 or $500, you're easily looking at about 750, 350. Looking at 750. Give me a second here. No, pull up my calculator. Looking at 750, 350. Looking at 750 plus 350. If you find something going back to Palm Bay that's paying at least $500, look at $1,600 a day. Times 5 days a week, because all those are dedicated loads. $8,000 a week times 52 weeks in a year. Before your fuel, expenses, you owe $400,000 a week. That's the target area that those are the target areas money-wise that we are looking to help you all to develop a skill to find with this course, with this platform. $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year, while being home every night or being back in the same place every night and off every weekend. Even if you're not from Florida, it would be worth it to you to run down to Florida and run all week in Florida Make yourself $416,000 a year, or after your fuel and everything, probably about $350,000, $380,000 a year, right? $380,000 a year. You're off every weekend. You're going to be in the same place every night. Get your little spot down here in Palm Bay. So that's when you're going to be leaving from every day, going back to at the end of every day. Get you a trailer, a little mobile home, a little one-bedroom apartment, or whatever you want to do down here in Florida. Get that little spot. Hang out here in Florida for a whole week. And you're making good money. And you can drive home every weekend. That beats driving all over the country. All over the country. All right. Coming home every 2 to 3 weeks. Bringing home $200,000, maybe $250,000 a year at best. Wouldn't you rather be in the same place every night down here in sunny Florida and then being able to go home every week and make between $300,000 and $400,000 a year? I'll take that gig every day of the week, dog. Okay. And if you decide you want to relocate to Florida, you can be home every night, off every weekend, and make that kind of money. No matter how you look at it, no matter how you look at it, you create more home time, dedicated lanes, more money, all at the same time. But these are the types of load boards that we're going to be giving you all access to, as you all can see here. Okay, so you're going to have these type of load boards. We look up these great loads, the things of that nature, nice loads, gives you a snapshot of the country, so you can find these loads. And I'm going to be showing you all how to identify the dedicated loads right from load board, how to contact these brokers, and how to work out a deal where you can run those loads 5 days a week, every day, 5 days a week, be back in the same spot every night, off every weekend, making great money. I did this here in Florida. My first year running that solo operator, made $541,000 my first year. Running loads from Tallahassee to Live Oak, which was 39 miles from Live Oak, to Alachua, which was 79 miles from Alachua back to Tallahassee, which was 104 miles. The first load was paying $450. The second load, the 39 mile load was paying $450. The second load, which was 79 miles, was paying, I think it was $790. I think, yeah. The third load, which was 104 miles, was paying $960. Yeah, I was home every night, off every weekend. $450 plus $790 plus $980. Coca-Cola bottling run, y'all. Running from Coca-Cola bottling plant, running, like Gatorade and all that type of stuff up to Live Oak. Dropped that off, picked up a load of bottled water right at the same drop-off spot, run it down to Alachua. Then go about when you get to Alachua, go about a mile and a half down the road to the other Coca-Cola distribution center and picked up more Coca-Cola bottles and stuff and ran it back to Tallahassee. $2,220 per day, 5 days a week. 5 days a week. Giving me about $11,100 per week. I wasn't spending no money on fuel. Why? Because I'm running short runs. Running short runs. So before my fuel calculations and everything, I'm doing $577,200 minus my little, probably about $30,000 I'll spend in the fuel all year long. Fuel and my insurance and everything that I'll spend. I spend about another 30 grand minus, say 30 grand that year. 547. Actually, I took home. I did about $541,000 that year. Right in there, man. Right in there. This is called running smart. Don't run hard. Look, truck driving school taught you how to drive a truck. We're going to teach you how to run smart and make money and have great home time and make money at the same time. Less stress. Why? Because you run the same loads every day. You get into your little study route, that way you got time to eat good, pack your lunch. You got to spend money on all these crazy places to eat. Pack your lunch with you because you're going to be back home every night. Back home every night. You got time to go out, have a life. have a life, a real life, you know, develop social connections and things like that. Spend time with your family, things like that. Have a real life. Off every weekend. Go on trips with your family. Go hunt. Go to the gym. Work out. Stay in shape. Stay in good shape. Now, I stayed in better shape when I was driving trucks than I do now. If y'all see some of my pictures, I was in great shape when I was driving trucks. Why? Because I was home every night, off every weekend, and I had a life and made great money, $541,000 that first year running my own truck. So in case you all want to know what qualifies me to be able to teach this stuff, that should qualify me right there. Not to mention that after that, I ran my own freight brokerage firm. My first year running my own freight brokerage firm, I made $2.7 million. My first year running my own freight brokerage firm. Now I had partners who I had borrowed money from who had invested in my brokerage firm. I had two partners. I had a law firm and a professional sports management firm. The law firm invested $275,000. The sports management firm invested $258,000. Now, of course, when you have partners like that, they're going to want to put someone else in your company to look after their interests. So I had to take on one of their people as one of my partners as a partner. He was basically there just to protect their interests. He didn't know nothing about trucking, didn't know nothing about brokering freight, didn't know nothing about the freight industry. But they trusted him and they didn't really know me, but they knew I had a great plan. You see what I'm saying? So that person came in, Mr. Michael Jones, what's his name? He became the CEO of my brokerage firm at that time, and I was the COO. Okay? Chief Executive Officer, Chief Operations Officer. Chief Executive Officer, his job was to look after the interests of the investors. My job was to run everything and make money. Okay? Now, of course, when you borrow that kind of money from people, they don't want just their money that they put into it. They want their money then some. But that first year, we were successful enough that I made $2.7 million. I paid them each back twice what they invested and was able to buy my firm back 1% back, get 100% control of my firm after the first year. And still walked away with about $300,000. Well, closer to $400,000 that first year, running my own brokerage firm. So if you're asking yourself, what qualifies me to be able to teach these courses on brokering and dispatches and how to run a truck? Because I've done it from the ground up. From the ground up. Was a truck driver for Covenant Transport, team driving company. One person sleep, one person drive, truck never stops. We hit every state in the continental United States at least 7 times in the course of 9 months to a year. That's right, because we did some running. We turned down no loads. Wherever they said go, we went, eagerly and happy. Learn how to drive in the mountains, learn how to drive in the snow, learn how to drive in the rain, learn how to drive in the hills, flatland, wind, it didn't matter. We did it. Didn't turn down any loads, and we made great money. With Covenant Transport, if you're not turning down loads and you got all your certifications and all your endorsements and you're running, they're paying us with our bonuses and everything. The 56 cents per mile plus with our bonuses, we were making 63 cents per mile as a team driver. Truck. We was running about 7,900, close to 8,000 miles a week. That's about 3,750, close to 3,800 miles each. But we split them right down the middle at 63 cents a mile. That's good money, y'all. Why? Because we were running. So we were running at 0.63 cents a mile. We split our miles, that times about 3,750 miles per week on average. Each one of us was bringing home about $2,362. That's good money for a company driver. That's great money for a company driver. We basically have no truck expenses. We don't have to pay for fuel. We don't have to pay for insurance. We don't have to pay for maintenance, none of that stuff. So you want to know what qualifies me to teach this? This is what qualifies me to do something. Because I know how to run a truck. I know how to drive a truck. I know how to drive down mountains, down hills. How many times I've gone to Oregon and Portland, Oregon, where I went to the Ashley Mountain up and down all night long. Yes, sir, with 50, 60,000 pounds strapped to my back. Yeah. I know how to negotiate those 11 and 12 grades. I know how to negotiate those and avoid those emergency runoffs. I know how to do that. I know how to do that without burning up my brakes. I know how to utilize my Jake brakes, my engine brakes, and my actual brakes. I know how to downshift and all that stuff. I've done it all. I've done it. And I know how to run a truck. I know how to make a truck profitable. I know how to run a brokerage firm. And I'm successfully running my dispatch firm now. Okay? So if you want to know what makes me qualified to teach owner-operators how to make more money, because I made great money as an owner-operator. I made great money as a company driver. I make great money for my trucks that are signed on to my dispatch firm right now. I find dedicated loads and put them on dedicated freight all the time. My goal as a dispatch firm, my firm's goal is within the first 90 days, the first 3 months, my goal is to have each one of my new clientele set up on dedicated lanes where they're running the same loads, at least 2, 3, and sometimes 4 loads per day, the same loads, bringing home $1,500 to $2,500 per day, 5 days a week, in the same place every night, off every weekend. That's my goal. That's why about 72% of my owner-operators right now are on dedicated lanes. About 35 to 40% of them on dedicated lanes where they are home every night, off every weekends. The other percentage, about another 40% of them who are actually relocated from other areas like Washington State, where there's very little loads, Montana, Nevada, Maine, places like that. They relocated down to Florida, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, places like that. The tri-state area of PA, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, and they run those areas, and they're back in the same place every night, off every weekend, and then they catch a flight back home, or they rent a car and go back home every weekend. And they're making $300,000, $400,000, and $500,000 a year. That's how you run a truck. All right. I think I showed y'all enough of the tools and resources and things of how to use your back office site and everything now. I'm going to start by sharing real quick. Look, we're going to wrap this training up. We've been here now for about a little over an hour. We're going to wrap this up. I'm going to check on my YouTube people to see what we got going on YouTube. Still got about 8 people watching. No one's checked in, but we got about 8 people watching. I hope y'all have enjoyed this how to run a truck training series. Remember, if you all, let me start by sharing my screen here real quick. If you all want to join this platform, if you are an owner operator, okay, I don't care if you're new or if you've been around for a while or whatever it is to be, but if you are an owner operator and you are not making the kind of money that you want to make, or if you're running all over the country, you're only getting home, every other second week, third week, whatever the case may be, you're running around all over the country 2-3 weeks at a time, and you're getting back home every now and then, and you're not bringing home $400,000 a year, you need to take this course. You need to sign up for this training platform. You really do. You need to sign up for this training platform. Because this training platform will not only show you how to do that, but we're going to provide you the tools, the resources, the training, the support, and the network to make that happen. This platform is going to save you money. Because by joining our platform, you're going to have access to at least 4 or 5 good load boards, like I just showed you all. Direct shippers, like I just showed you all. That's going to save you $200, $300, $400 a month on just load board access, having access to direct shipping. Imagine the kind of money you will save yourself by not having to deal with brokers. You can just deal directly with shippers. We're going to show you how to do that. Wow. Ain't that something? No more wondering if I got the best paying load, if I got the best paying freight, if I got the best rate, because you're dealing directly with the shipper. Nothing against brokers. I used to be a broker. A lot of my best friends are brokers. But at the same time, this is a business. And my business is showing you all how to make money. showing you all how to save the most money, how to get the most out of this industry. That's what I do best. All right. So if you want to join this platform, I'm going to put this on YouTube again. I'm going to give you all the link to go and get signed up for this platform. When you get there, you'll see your options of how you want to sign up. Look, I hope y'all have enjoyed tonight's presentation of how to run a truck on an op training. I hope y'all have enjoyed this. No one else, no other training platforms teach this. Okay, they either teach freight brokering or dispatching, but no one teaches owner operators how to make more money, and have more home time at the same time you're running the truck. Again, truck driving school taught you all how to drive a truck. The RBBS Logistics Learning Centers in the How to Run a Truck on our training platform is going to teach you all how to run a truck, how to be successful, how to identify, locate, and create your own dedicated lanes, how to connect directly with shippers, and negotiate your own rates. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I have enjoyed it like I always do. I hope to see y'all back here next Sunday at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the RBBS Logistics Learning Center's How to Run a Truck on an Op Train. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.